Jesus! All right. I'm gonna just get started here. So, who up Kim Jong in their oons tonight? All right. I hope everybody is prepared for this. I am about to show you the most insane shit in the fucking world. It is coming from the glorious land of North Korea. This is Red Star OS, and it snoops harder than Rimmer. So do not adjust your sets, kids. This is going to get fucking crazy. All right, so who the hell am I, and what the hell am I doing up here? I am LambdaCalculus. I am chaos in a trench coat and a hoodie because, you know, kind of cool. Gotta get prepped for that. I am from the glorious land of New Jersey. Ask me about my state anthem later on.
Which exit?
15W. Okay, so somebody ausented me. I am an old Linux system admin and Solaris system admin. I got the boldness to prove it. I've been to Hope, DEF CON, JawnCon, PumpCon, and this is my first time at Freaknik, so popping my Freaknik cherry. So if you want to see some more shit about Red Star OS, I put an article in 2600 in the summer issue, and if you got a copy with you, come see me. I am very old school punk. I can still fucking hit a pit. I punch Nazis, and I punch them hard. Also, hire me. I need work. I need some hacker work, please. I don't want to do healthcare anymore. Please give me some work, please, 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 please. So I gotta make a few things clear about this. I've never been to North Korea, and I have no plans on being in North Korea, ever. I have no intent. Also, this talk is gonna be rated D for DPRK. It's also gonna be spicy. Kids, go in the lounge. This is not for you. This is some strong...
I love your D.
D!
Big D energy.
Big D. I based a lot of my work on what Chaos Computer Club did back in about 2015. If I am cheerfully ripping them off, it's all good. Information deserves to be free and shared. So, I did a lot of the work on this, on both bare metal and virtual machines. I still got a long way to go. I want to do some more. I've really only started scratching the surface. I want to really get more people into digging deep. We're going to hit the bottom of this iceberg somehow. You don't have to worry about Kim Jong-un. He's not going to burst into those doors like Mr. Frog or anything like that. Oh, hello, my name is Kim Jong-un. I am the leader of Kim Jong-un. Never mind. My Korean is also atrocious and I should have studied, so if anything looks weird, sorry. None of the network-based stuff will work outside of North Korea, so you don't have to sweat bullets about that. I may also need some alert every once in a while. I got some stuff here to start, so if I need more, I'll say, my lord!
The flask is full of it.
The flask is full of it, and I think this is full of it too?
Yes. Yep.
All right.
Enough for half a talk.
Yep.
Half a talk. Anyway, my lords! Ah, the anger of Chicago. I can feel it coursing through me. Ah! All right, let the parade begin. All right, so everyone's going to be asking, what the hell is Red Star OS? So, back in the late 90s, about 1998, I'm going to ballpark this one, okay? So the Korean Computer Center in North Korea used to have Windows as their IT infrastructure, and then they decided decadent capitalist operating system is bad, we're going to find something better. Red Hat Linux, ooh, I like this one. You can get the source code? Ooh, let's try this out. So they got a copy of Red Hat, they started studying it, they started reverse engineering it, started researching it, and then they decided, we're gonna make our own Linux distro at home with blackjack and hookers. Woo! Except both are probably illegal in North Korea. So, early versions were based on Red Hat, and then they decided to switch gears and say, hey, you know this Fedora one? I think this one's a little bit better. Let's try this one out instead. So, version 3 and probably 4 have Fedora under the hood. And this is the fun part now. They try to mix in a lot of oppressive techniques and a lot of really oppressive technology, but it's fucking jank. It is Jank. And the funny thing is that all the security shit is paper clips and chewing gum. So version 3, which is the one that everybody knows, has desktop and server versions. It runs on x86 and 64-bit. Nobody's seen 4. We're gonna get into that. But who remembers this this little news bit from the BBC recently about the North Korean phone that was supposedly leaked out and nobody knew what the operating system was, nobody actually dug under the hood? What if that's Red Star? We gotta find out, right? I mean, like, we really should find out. So here's a lineup of Red Star. This is version 1. Looks kind of XP-ish, and it was never really leaked. It was released in 2007. Let's find it and dig into it. I want to see what's under the hood. I love digging this shit around. This is version 2, and it came out around 2009. Uses KDE, as you can tell. You can download this from BetaWiki, Internet Archive, and ArchiveOS, and you can fuck around with it in a VM. There's not really much to it. It's just, Korean localized Linux. It doesn't have a lot to it. This is the one that everybody knows. This is version 3. This was released sometime in 2013, and everybody knows this one, the infamous macOS-like GUI and all the app bundle shit. Like, they really wanted to go the extra 9 yards to make this look like it was macOS for real. And I'm gonna show you why. But this is the one you can easily grab if you just bang Kim Jong-un's sister and she says this is the best sex that you've ever had, and she gives you a copy. This is version 4. It was released sometime in 2020 during the time of COVID. The problem is, though, it never got leaked out of North Korea, ever. This is the white whale. We gotta look at this one. The only people that have really seen it is a South Korean newspaper. I'm gonna go into more deets in a little bit. Also, if I talk fast, I'm sorry. I'm Hispanic. It comes with the territory. So, if everybody asks, why is there that macOS-looking skin on Red Star 3? Well, maybe because Kim Jong-un had an iMac. He kind of liked Aqua and said, like, the motherland will use this same operating system and this same UI because I decree it so. So, okay, nerd time. Let's get into the nerd shit about Red Star OS. What the hell is under the hood? So like I said, this is KDE 3 with a Mac GUI. And you can even see it if you neo-fetch it. Red Star OS 1 and 2 are Red Hat. And like I said, this is Fedora 11 on Red Star 3. 4 we don't know about. What the hell is 4? And of course, because this is Linux, and you've got all your free and open source software like OpenOffice, back then, this was not LibreOffice territory just yet. We have Firefox, but no, it's not Firefox, it's Nainara, which is Korean for my country. It's still Firefox, but I'm gonna get into some more deets about what it does, because it's, yeah. OpenOffice is not OpenOffice, it's Solwan. Also, like I said, my Korean is atrocious. If I'm mispronouncing this, sorry. Duo did not teach me enough Korean yet. The Owl did not teach me enough Korean. I'm sorry. But it still does the same shit. You can still open all the OpenOffice documents that you have, and they will work. They will work perfectly. There is Wine, but they call it Crosswind. The thing is, though, is that the version of Wine that they got is so old it barely runs anything. But that doesn't stop anybody from just grabbing the Wine source for a newer version, putting it in, and just compiling it. You can get a slightly better version of Wine that is not as jank. You could probably run a couple of Windows games or something in there. I mean, I did. For some reason, they put Nash. Okay, who knows Nash? The free software flash replacement. Who knows Nash? Nobody knows it? It's shit. It's shit, okay? That's all you need to know. It's shit. It's trash.
They still have Flash.
I know, but it's just trash. And you can see that kernel version, right? With custom modules. Look at all the other shit. Bash and glibc and Upstart. Upstart. Remember when Ubuntu used to use Upstart? Fun times, right? Fun times? Yep. I miss those days. There's a bunch of nerd tools in there. Like all the dev tools are GCC and Perl and Python and Ruby, old. Qt4, old. Eclipse. but they renamed it. I was thinking it was like Campanero or something like that. Like they wanted to be like very communist about it. The kernel under the hood is very much 32-bit, but it does have PAE, so more than 4 gigs, yeah, okay, it'll do it. It has SE Linux, so I want to make that clear. SE Linux is in here. There's a few other pieces in here, like there's a media player that they renamed as QuickTime, but what the hell, like I can't see anything in like the file or the source or nothing, like what was it from? My guess is that it's probably MVP or MPlayer with like a GUI on top, but they never made it clear what the hell it was. There's a music composer for sheet music, and there's some other stuff that is on the DVD, or at least the ISO of it, that I want to look through. I would really love like more people to like grab it and see like what's in here. Like I really want to see like, I really want to like ruffle their feathers, you know, like I really want to get them to like shit their pants a little bit. Like what's in here, I want to spill their secrets. Maybe other people can do it. The thing is too, is that Red Star has no other repository for any other packages. What you see on the DVD is all you get. Or, so they want you to think. Because you can totally grab Fedora 11 RPMs as long as you meet the dependencies and throw them in. They'll install. You can even grab independent RPMs from online and throw them in, and they'll install because Yum is still there. You can still do this shit. Kim Jong-un does not want you to know about this, and River will totally narc on you if you fuck up your copy of Red Star. Anyway, interlude, shot time. Boom. So, the security features, because this is the fun shit. Anyway, we have SE Linux, and there are custom modules on there. There's Snort on the DVD, but it's not installed by default. But you can just go in and grab the packages and just pop, Snort, Snort. Sorry, I'm a little bit stuffy, allergies. There's system file modification detectors, and you can see right there where they are located. The firewall settings on here are to give network access only to the North Korean intranet IP address block. And right there, you can see it. It's a lot of deets. I'm not going to go into the crazy ass deets, but we can all see them. You can actually flush out the IP table rules, and you can get full outside access by getting rid of those rules. Excuse me. Security D has a little thing on there where if you try to tamper with a system without defanging it, it will boot loop on you. And then the government is going to be like, gulag. There are also 2 daemons on here. 2 daemons called SCMPRC and OPPRC, and you are going to love what they do. You are going to love what they do. This shit is fucking wild. This is insane. So, this is a system that basically is looking at everything you do. You can't tamper with it. You can't do a lot of shit with it, especially if it is still fanged. But if you rip the fangs out, it is open fucking season on Red Star. So, the daemons. There are 2 daemons, like I said, SCMPRC and OPPRC. They are very, very nasty daemons. They run transparent, and they do. Give me a second. Okay, they run in the background, and they are not transparent. My lord, my lord, my lord.
You need to drink.
My lord. Okay, wait. Jameson.
That's not Lord.
Substitute.
There you go, that's better.
Give me a moment. Let the Jameson flow through you. All right, I'm better. So, the SCN and OPPRC daemons are 2 very, 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 very nasty daemons that run in the background, and they're not transparent to the user. This is what they do. The OPPRC daemon watermarks files that are based on metadata. So, let's say picture files, JPEG, PNG, SVG, things like that. Doc files, like the ones that you make with OpenOffice or Microsoft. PDFs, things like that, audio files, video files. They get watermarked. You don't even have to open them. They can be on any kind of media, like a USB stick, an SD card, or whatever. And as long as that thing is set to read-write, watermarked. And I'm going to get into this a little bit more. The SCN-PRC daemon, on the other hand, it says it's a virus scanner, but stuff that it scans disappears from the machine. It gets memory hold. Why? Why? Wait, where's that file that I just had? Wait a minute. This is just a simple little document that I was writing up. It had nothing offensive, and all of a sudden, boop, it's gone. Where the hell did it go? Huh? So you can't kill either process either. Like, if you try to kill one, it immediately comes back. It's just basically like, it's like a boss fight. If you don't take them both out at once, they're going to just immediately respawn the other. So it's like, you have to get them both at once. Because it's like, if you take out OPPRC, but SCN-PRC is going, SCN-PRC is going to be like, Phoenix down, whoosh! OPPRC is back. Likewise, OPPRC is still alive, but SCN-PRC is back. Back again. You got to take them both out at once. The problem is that the PIDs are protected by RT scan. The daemons call one another. It's just basically like, I'll save you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, brother daemon. And they also call a kernel module called rtscan.ko. You have to KO all of them at once. Otherwise, they're going to just keep on coming back and coming back and coming back. So, what about that watermarking? Like I said, based on the metadata, PDFs, video, audio files, document files, video files, they're going to get watermarked. What Red Star OS does, and what these daemons do, is that they slap on a 31-byte DES encrypted key onto the end of the file. And this is the worst part. Let's say, for example, if I have a video file on an unfenced system and I'm going to share it with somebody. Let's say like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So like, let's say like this person here, I share it with them, and then they share it with somebody else, and they share it with somebody else, and they share it with somebody else. The thing is that the daemons will keep on appending keys every single time. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The government can come by and say like, blah, 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 trace the whole entire paper trail and say, hey, I was the originator of that file. Everybody's going to get gulagged. So you can see right here too, there's a file that is untouched and there's a file that's touched. And you see the green right here? Hang on. That's the DES encrypted key. Kim Jong-un is doing us a favor. He's showing us the actual tainted file. And the thing is that does, like I said, it doesn't stop at one computer. It keeps on going. And then everybody here, if I was sharing propaganda or whatever, we're all going to go to the gulag. One-way trip, sunny gulag in North Korea. God forbid an outside media? North Korean gulag! So we need a solution for that. Anybody got an idea? Anybody got an idea? What can we do?
An instrument?
Well, don't worry. Chaos Computer Club's got our asses covered. You can't hack our Linux without some proper tools. Excuse me. Interlude. Thirsty. So anyway, as I was saying, Chaos Computer Club, one of their members, released a set of tools that can actually disarm Red Star OS, kill those daemons, kill the watermarking, kill all the stuff that goes on under the hood, and make it just a normal Linux again. So the shell script that is included in these tools will get rid of SE Linux, it'll get rid of the daemons, it'll get rid of the kernel modules that are part of this whole entire thing and replace them with harmless versions of it. I'll show you this in a little bit, but right here, that's a URL if you want to go check them out. But I'm going to show you the tools in a little bit. I wanted to do it on Red Star OS itself, but because this laptop is throwing a temper tantrum, can't quite do it. But I got a solution for that. So don't worry about it. So there's another thing that goes on under the hood. So All right, we all know web browsers, what they do, right? So if you put in a URL into the search bar or the toolbar of a web browser, what do you think happens? Everybody knows, right? Or does somebody want to give me like a little thing? When you put in a URL into a browser, what do you expect to happen, right?
Get request.
Yeah,
404.
not found. So,
Someone come walking up behind me.
and they got a knife. So this is the thing. Remember what I told you about the Firefox version that they have right now in Red Star, Nenada? There is a very, 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 very sneaky thing that it does. So what it does is when you send a GET request for the URL, it pings a North Korean government server, a police server. And it's sending that URL to them. They are basically snooping on what you are looking at. Whatever website you are going on, even if it's just the internet, they want to know where you're going. Why are you looking at the site? What is on the site that so interests you? They're sending a little GET request ping alongside to go to that North Korean government server. So if you visit the most harmless thing, like, oh, I just want to learn how to cook the trout soup, the government's going to know that you want to learn how to cook trout soup. The thing is, too, is that from tests that I've done on here, when it was actually behaving with me, links, regular Firefox, and Dillo that I compiled, all from source, didn't do that. They didn't send that request. It's only Nenada that does that. The firewall rules, too, also were a hindrance. Once you flush them out, you can go on whatever address you want. You see, look, I'm going on a forbidden website right there. Oh my God, textfiles.com. I'm going to learn some propaganda shit. Oh no, I am going to defy the government. I'm going to say fuck the police. Wait, I already do. I would love to actually do something with this. So I'm going to go off on a little bit of a thing. I would actually love to put some Firefox extensions onto Nenada and see what it does. But the thing is, though, is that where are the extensions? Who wants to do this with me? Grab some old extensions from old versions of Firefox and put them into Nenada. So, for the record, Nenada is around Firefox version, I'm going to ballpark 3.5. I'm going to ballpark it. If somebody knows where to get extensions that work with that old versions of Firefox, please hit me up. I want to know. I really want to do this shit. Like, I really want to make, like, I really just want to see, like, the real nitty gritty of what's going on. And if my demo laptop were working today, or at least not throwing a temper tantrum, we could have done this right now. But because you decided to throw a temper tantrum, we can't do this shit. You had to be a little bitch.
It's scared of gulag.
It is scared of gulag.
Malort. Malort.
My lord. Oh, wait.
Robot.
Vodka.
Vodka.
Vodka, give me a sec. All right. So, like I said, firewall rules do not allow browsing outside of the intranet, but once you flush them out, clear and easy game. Oh, all right. So I am going to stop here for a moment. I'm going to tell everybody about the firewall, the intranet of North Korea. I'm going to have a slide about this later on, but I think, what the hell? We're on the subject. So, North Korea does not have outside access to the greater internet. North Korea has an intranet. It's about 1,000 sites or so, and the people who only really have access to it are university students and government workers, and that's also on a very limited basis. Normal civilians cannot just like buy a laptop and say, oh, I want to go check out some stuff. Doesn't work that way. The thing is, though, is that North Korea does not let you outside. You only have the 1,000 or so sites that North Korea has, and that's it. Nothing else. And those sites are tightly government controlled. They have to be thoroughly approved. Because if it's something that they do not like, nope, not having it, not having it. You can break the firewall rules and then you can go outside. This is kind of like how China sort of does it. China has some very limited outside access, but even that is very, 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 very tightly controlled. North Korea is tighter. I mean, it is so tight that if you stuck a lump of coal up its ass in 2 minutes, you're gonna get a diamond. That's how tight it is. That is how tight it is. So, North Korea, let me say this too. They think it is completely and utterly secure, but no it isn't. People have actually popped the bubble and mirrored the sites. You can find them if you know where to look. So, anyway, moving on. Snooping as usual, I see. They want to see what you're doing online. And this is going to be the next part. I would love... so, Red Star OS server is insane. Red Star OS server is fucking insane. And I told you I was going to drop F-bombs. Bam, 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 bam. So Red Star OS 3 has a server version, and it is insanely crippled in the most insane ways. So, the daemons that I mentioned, right? They're not in the server version, but why are they in the desktop version? And then there's this other thing too. In the server version, you can't do all the things that you would expect in Linux to do as root. So, root is what? PID 0, right? You are God as root. So, if you're root, what can you do? Anybody? Anything, right? Copy to anywhere, copy anything to anywhere, right? You can tamper with all the system, right? Wrong, not in server. You can't do that in server. Because the daemons may not be there, but root has got this insane thing where you cannot even copy to folders that you would expect in a normal Linux distro to copy to. So, let's see. Okay, /user in Linux, right? Accessible by root? Read writable by root? Show of hands? Yes, no? Yes! Guess what? Not here! /bin, read writable by root, right? Show of hands? Not here! /gtc, right? Not here! You can't do that shit! You can't even do any conf files or nothing! It's madness!
RMRF star.
Yep. Well, no, wait. You can't even do that! It will not work! It won't work! So, what's in here is gonna baffle everybody. This is the most insane shit. You can't even copy an outside RPM and expect to install. I'm sorry. I'm getting fast. Breathe. Malort! Somebody bring Malort, please!
Flask.
Flask. Give me a second. Malort break.
I tried to make it easy.
Like I said, have to talk.
Have to talk.
Next time we'll bring more.
Give me a second. Malort break.
Drink.
I dedicate this shot to Kim Jong-un. All right. So, I downloaded the server version of Red Star OS, and I wanted to play with it in the VM, and I am completely fucking baffled. It has less packages than the desktop version. There are no compiler tools. There's none of that stuff that you would expect. So, this is what's in it, right there. An older version of the Linux kernel you would expect the server version to be in sync with the desktop version, right?
Oh,
Blooper. Blooper reel.
the Lord scared of Gulag.
So anyway, you would expect a server version of an operating system to be in sync with the desktop version, right? Not this case. Why the hell is the Linux kernel version older than the desktop version? Why? Why would you switch things around? Why is it using GNOME as opposed to KDE and still trying to have that macOS looking skin? And then there's the other shit. Why the hell is the version of Bash newer than the version on the desktop? Why is everything all out of sync? What the fuck is going on here? Why? Everything is so out of sync. Forgive me for being loud. I am just baffled. So here's the other thing too. The Firefox version that comes with the server version is newer. See that? 10. Desktop comes with 3.5. Why is MySQL and SendMail? But the thing is though is that like, here's the thing. You see all of the stuff here, right? I want everybody to take a good long look at this. Look. Bop, 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 bop. Look at this. This is what's on the disk. Everybody got this? Everybody paying attention? Why the fuck does this exist? Why? What in the fresh hell is this? Why does this exist? Why do you have a server version that doesn't have all the server stuff in it? Okay, I gotta ask a question. How many people here are Linux sysadmins, or at least have some sysadmin experience? Show of hands. All right, thank you. Okay, I wanna ask a question to the audience. What would you expect in a server version of an operating system? Please, show, come on, anybody.
Vim.
A
Vim.
manager telling me to put it in Docker.
Okay, that works. All right, anybody else? What would you expect in the server version? Go.
Cron.
Okay, anybody else?
Backdoors. Wait, no, it has to
Anybody else too? All right, backdoors are good. What else? I really want to hear anybody like tell me, what do you expect in the server version of Linux?
Command and control.
Okay, anything else?
Databases.
Well, we got MySQL.
A build on deploy system, maybe?
That would work. Anything else? Like, I don't like, please, do not be afraid to shout it out.
What's the web server technology?
It's got Tomcat, but where the fuck is Apache? Where's Apache? What is this?
Are they running it in Java?
No, like seriously, are they trolling us with this shit? What the fuck is this? Like, okay, Tomcat is in there, MySQL is in there, PHP is in there, but where the fuck is Apache? Where is Apache?
In Gulag.
Yes, like, okay, what is a lamp stack? The A is for Apache. Where the fuck is Apache?
You're also missing the rest of the lamp.
Yeah, it's like LMP. Where is the A? Tomcat is not going to work without Apache. Where is Apache?
In Gulag.
I am getting angry. I don't care. I don't fucking care if I'm getting angry. This is just like hurting my sysadmin soul. Where is Apache? Is this a trolling? Are they trolling us? No, it's not your server. It's our server. Like, you can't even have a website without Apache. Come the fuck on. Beer.
Are you out of Malort already?
No, there's still some.
Use it some Malort. You'll feel better.
I need a breather. Hold on a second.
Yeah, just use the bottle up there.
That's gonna be moved.
So it's like, okay, you have a server. Water. Yes, I know.
I don't think
That's not water.
I think that's fire water.
Pretty sure.
Fire water. Okay, bring. Yeah, yes. Bring.
Oh God.
Right in this little guy right here.
Thank you, Charmander, for saving us yet again.
I love this so much.
Woo, Charmander!
All right, give me a second. beer before liquor, make it quicker.
Also?
Look, it's Freaknik, okay? Shut up. That's why I said to the kids, get out of the room. I'm gonna get spicy. But it's like, anyway, why would you have a server version of Red Star and there's none of the tools you would expect to be a server version of a Linux? Why? 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 Like, okay, the problem is too is that it doesn't install GCC or any of the tools by default. So like, you can't just grab the Apache source code and say like, okay, I'm gonna just roll my own and I'm gonna be okay. No, they're not in there. And then the worst part is like, okay, I'm gonna go off on a tangent. I wanna ask everybody, do you remember the horrors of having to set up a development environment in Linux where you have to get all the tools? Show of hands. There's a lot of people in here that remember the horrors of having to set up all the development tools of Linux. Oh God. So, side note, I'm gonna go off on a tangent. I've been using Linux since 1994. 31 years. I started with Slackware. I remember having to roll everything by hand, and that is painful. So, on the other side note, I like to use Debian as my distro. I'm using Parrot OS right now to do this talk. I like the fact where I can have just enough rope to hang myself with, but the fact that Linux, that like Red Star OS is just going against all the Linux grain, is just like, pain, 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 pain. I just like to have a thing where I get to say like, apt install, here's the distro, like the tools that I need, done, okay, I'm good, I can install. I don't like trauma. This is like, okay, this talk is part therapy and part trauma, okay? I'm trauma dumping, I'm sorry. Anyway.
Part liver cancer too.
Yes. Cirrhosis is a hell of a drug. So here's the white whale, Red Star OS 4. Nobody has seen this thing outside of a South Korean newspaper called NK Economy. And it was published around like June, July 2024, around peak of COVID. Nobody has actually leaked Red Star OS 4. I really want to see this shit. I really want to make this fucking happen. I want to actually rip apart Red Star OS 4 and see if it's even more jank than Red Star OS 3. $50 or $100 says it is more jank. I mean, okay, first of all, you can see from the screenshot here, they leaned hard into the macOS shit. They wanted to do fucking Launchpad. They wanted to make this look more like iOS. So this also fuels my headcanon that Red Star OS 4 is what's running on North Korean cell phones. Because if anybody has seen that BBC article or the BBC video about the couple that grabbed a North Korean cell phone and brought it back and showed it off, any amount of money says Red Star OS 4 is what's running under the hood.
Linux cell phones work great.
They do! Post-market OS is great. The more angry I get, the more drunk I get. I'm sorry. So, everybody in this room right now, we need to leak Red Star OS 4. We need to get this shit out there. I want to rip it apart. Come on, let's take their fucking heart.
I bet you Google has it.
Probably does. Also, by the way, I fucked Kim Jong-un's sister, and she said that was the best sex ever, and she gave me a copy. Ha ha ha! I'm glad I am poly. All right. I know I said that I'm gonna do a live demo because this shit's being a bitch. Can't do it. Sorry. So here's a little bonus anyway. I'm gonna make it up to you. This right here is a network map from North Korea. I saw this on some Facebook group that said that they grabbed it off of a university. Give me a minute. I was watching a documentary recently about the North Korean IT infrastructure, and it said about 1,000 IP sites. That's a small portion of it. And also too, related to what's going on in the US, you think this shit can't happen here? Yes, it fucking can. So, you think that the US is not gonna do the North Korean shit? Yes, they fucking will. It can happen here. Because I'm pretty fucking sure that the US, the way that we're going right now, we're gonna have a firewall. We're gonna firewall everybody else out, and it's gonna be a few approved sites, and that's it. We're going the path of North Korea.
At least we have Malort.
Yeah, we got Malort. Yep. So I want to give credit where credit is due. So CCC did a great talk back in the day about Red Star OS. I want everybody to check it out. Please check it out. If you want to see the tools, you know what? Fuck it.
Got time.
We got time, right?
Probably, maybe.
This is a script that can defuse a Red Star OS installation. So I wanted everybody to check it out, right? I'm going to pull this out so a little bit. I can't pull it out. Everybody can read this?
I didn't bring my readers.
Get glasses. So part of the script is you can read, all right, disable Linux. There is a tool in there to replace libos.so. That is part of the thing that starts the daemons that I was talking about. Give me a minute. If I'm drunk, I'm drunk. I'm sorry. What's up?
What system state can you run this in? Does it have to be running on a live USB?
Run it, okay, so run it on either, Red Star OS does not run live. You install it or you don't install it.
But will this run while Red Star OS is booted up and running?
You have to run it in Red Star OS while it's booted up and running.
It doesn't prevent it?
Nope. You have to install it first and then run scripts. So what it does is it disables SE Linux and then it kills both PRCs and prevents them from running from then on out. All right, give me a moment. I'm sorry, I'm starting to feel the malords.
Yeah.
Yeah. Later. So what the script does here is that it kills both daemons. It replaces the kernel module, and then once you reboot, you got a defang system. The other one is, where is it? This is the script that will actually decode the keys that are installed. Everybody see that? Everybody take a good long look.
Wow, that's some shitty cryptography.
Yeah, I know, right? No. Red Star OS, I told you, is jank. It is utter jank.
I think AES was in the gulag.
All right. So, is it unsafe to install North Korean Linux? Yes, as long as you keep the damn thing air-gapped. As long as you keep your VM or bare metal air-gapped. So, where are you going to go from here? Give me a second.
Sir.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Give me a second. The Lord is getting to me. I want to get into Red Star OS further. I really want to see how much we can fuck it up. I want to see how much we can make North Korean IT workers shit their pants. I want to actually decrypt the watermarks and see what's in them. And I want to see if somebody can get me Red Star OS 4. I want to see Red Star OS 4, please! I'm going to look at some more esoteric Linux distros too, because there is some crazy ass shit out there. Linux, I know, is the free operating system, but some people take it to extremes. And I want to share the shit online, of course.
The freedom of North Korea.
Yes! So, anyway, I have about 10 minutes left, and I couldn't do the demo, but fuck it. So anyway, I want to give some shout-outs. So, Freaknik, thank you for putting up for my drunk rambling. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nashtec, for putting up for my drunk rambling too. Everybody back home in New York, fucking hell yes, I love you all. I want to thank 2600 Frack and countless other online teams for making me the hacker that I am, because, oh my god, if you read 2600, you're not a real hacker. Yeah, and everybody who gave me mutual aid to get me back to Nashville for this, thank you so much. Also, big extra special thanks to my crew, Hackers.town, because you're fucking beautiful and awesome, and I love you all. And everybody here right now, thank you for checking this shit out. I'm sorry that I got drunk and rambling, but you know how it is, right? This is Freaknik! And whoever the hell made this fucking Linux distro insane as janky as it is, So, if you want to find me on the interwebs, this is all my shit. I'm on Mastodon right now, masto.hackers.town at LambdaCalculus. I'm on GitHub. I don't really do much shit on GitHub, sorry. If you want to throw me some money, I'm on ko-fi.com at LambdaCalculus. Yes, I know, I have to have a LinkedIn because professionalism and all that shit. But you know what? If you got a job for me, please, I would appreciate it so much if you could give me a goddamn job. I would love you to the end of the earth. Anyway, hell yeah! Thank you for coming to my talk. Hack the fucking planet! Give me a, hey. Stay punk, punch Nazis. 3, 2, 1. Hack the planet!
But you're forgetting.
All right, go to Gulag! Everybody, all of you, Gulag!
But you're forgetting bunking research.
Hell yeah! All right, I'm done.